Well, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 6 a.m. August 17th. Sarah Spivey back from vacation.
Hey,
good to have you back.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, we were actually in Florida. So we spent some time with my husband's family. Honestly, it's more humid in Gainesville, Florida than it has been here in San Antonio. So
do they get to triple digits though, or is it just more of the humidity?
They do sometimes, sometimes. So they're kind of in the middle of a heat wave. But here in San Antonio, we're in the middle of a triple digit heat streak. And yeah, I said it was more humid there, especially in the evenings. The evenings have not been too bad around here. Closer to about 6, 7 o'clock, it actually feels okay outside if you can find some shade. But it is a very warm start to your weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look out there. In San Antonio, it's still 80 degrees, and we've already got a heat index. It feels like 84, 76 in New Braunfels. Take a look at Del Rio. Del Rio, it is still 86 degrees in Del Rio this morning. Really did not cool down all that much at all in Del Rio. In fact, there's a heat index in the 90s just as we're starting the day. So you know it's going to be hot. You can also see that there are a few clouds out there early this morning. I'm showing you the satellite image from space here. Here's San Antonio. You can see the lights of San Antonio up 35. That's Austin, and then Dallas. Notice that we've just got a few clouds that are starting to pop up early this morning. These are going to be very short-lived, and it is going to be a hot day. Temperatures are going to climb to 101. Today, it should be our 7th 100-degree day in a row. And then tomorrow, 101 as well. The only difference today to tomorrow is that it's going to be a little bit breezier for your Sunday with winds from the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up, I'll have a neighborhood look at high temperatures in your neighborhoods depending on where you live. We'll talk about how even though we've had 7 100-degree days in a row, or at least today will make 7, it's nothing compared to the longest triple-digit stretches on record for San Antonio. Those details and the latest on Hurricane Ernesto coming up in just a bit. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Before you head out this morning, here's what you need to know about the latest road closures around San Antonio.
Well, we have had a lot of kids going back to school this week, along with the teachers and staff, but we're talking about closures this weekend on the northwest side, and actually things are not going to be too bad in the grand scheme of things. Want to let you know right now, again, the flyovers, that is what they're working on right there as we take a look at this TransGuide shot there, I-10 at 1604. So let's give you some details on this weekend's closure and kind of get you safely around this area. This is going to be, again, the 1604 North Expansion Project. So I-10 East and West, the main lanes will be closed. 1604 East and West, main lanes there as well. All 4 cloverleafs, but get this, this will only be for an 8-hour time period starting Friday night at 10 o'clock in the evening and then going through Saturday 6 a.m. So they should clear things out by the Saturday morning rush. If you still have to get some back to school items, you should be okay. If you want to hang out at the Rim, the shops at La Cantera, you still should be okay. But again, that closure in the overnight hours from Friday night into Saturday morning, La Cantera Parkway, all the way to La Selma, UTSA Boulevard, all the way up to the Rim. We have more information on this closure and everything else traffic related on KSAT.com. Again, we are expected to get Northside ISD. They're going back to school on Monday, so stay safe around those school zone and keep safe around those kids. Have a good weekend, everybody.
RJ, thank you. So if you have a burglar or fire alarm system in your home, this one is for you. The city of San Antonio wants to at least double the false alarm fee for systems without a permit. Garrett Berger tells us what you need to know.
A burglar smashing your window can send the cops straight to your home with a security system, but so could your pet just knocking something over for a false alarm. Every year, the city of San Antonio says its police officers respond to about 68,000 false alarms, firefighters to about 11,000. They said that takes the equivalent of 20 full-time cops and 4 engine companies, which leads to the raise in fees the city's considering.
I think that this is great. We know that a majority of these false alarms come from businesses.
If you have an alarm, you're supposed to have a permit through San Antonio Police. Typically $40 a year for a homeowner and $100 for businesses. If you don't get the permit and they respond to your false alarm anyway, the city charges you. though they're thinking maybe not enough.
Right now, a false alarm on your unpermitted home burglar system, that's going to cost you $75. A false alarm for a residential fire alarm is $125. Same amount for false alarms from either commercial fire or burglar systems. But now the city's talking about raising all of those up to $250, and that is every time.
The idea, frankly, is that those systems should be permitted, maintained, and as I said at the podium, not going off every time the wind blows.
If you've got the proper paperwork, false alarms already still cost you, but it would typically be cheaper, and you get at least one mulligan a year. By raising the fees for the unpermitted false alarms, the city thinks it will bring in an extra $1.9 million into the budget. We've got more info on what's in the budget online. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Garrett, thank you. Now to your morning headlines. Police in Austin are searching for an unidentified suspect whose DNA is linked to two unsolved murders. One of those victims, Alyssa Anna Rivera, who was found dead on June 21st in an abandoned house. This surveillance video shows her walking with the suspect before she was murdered. Police first thought Rivera's murder was an isolated incident, but after reviewing DNA evidence, they think it may be linked to an unsolved murder from 6 years ago. That victim, Alba Janice Aviles, who was found just 3 miles from where Rivera's body was located. The race for the White House is in full swing as the candidates begin to hone in on their policies. Vice President Harris rolling out her first major economic agenda yesterday while campaigning in North Carolina. ABC's Derek Dennis explains, as this comes just days before the Democratic National Convention.
In her first major policy rollout, Vice President Kamala Harris unveiling her economic agenda Friday in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Together, we will build what I call an opportunity economy. An opportunity economy.
Harris casting herself as a champion of the middle class.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
The vice president's plan, a ban on corporate price gouging on food and groceries, up to $25,000 in down payment support for first-time homeowners, a tax credit of up to $6,000 for families with a newborn, and capping the cost of insulin at $35 and out-of-pocket expenses for prescription drugs at $2,000. Meanwhile, the Trump campaign responding to Harris's proposed policies, calling them extremely damaging and a massive expansion of government control. Harris announcing her economic agenda days before the Democratic National Convention, which begins Monday in Chicago. President Biden said to be one of the key speakers taking the stage during opening night. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
You have Purdue chicken nuggets in your freezer. You should toss them out because Purdue Foods is recalling more than 167,000 pounds of frozen chicken products over possible metal contamination. So the recall includes 22-ounce bags of Purdue and Butcher Box organic chicken nuggets and 29-ounce bags of regular chicken breast tenders. So according to the USDA, the products have a best by date of March 23rd. They were shipped to several food retailers across the country, and they were also sold online. 6:08 and 80 degrees. School is back for so many students, and safety is a top conversation across the state. This year, there's a new school safety system called Centennial. Still ahead, we'll explain how it works and what it means for students across the state. It's hot outside. We don't need to tell you that. Sarah Spivey says we are on the triple-digit streak. What our weekend looks like when we come back.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
We have had 6 100-degree days in a row. Today is going to make 7 100-degree days in a row. But you know me, I got to be positive. I can't just be focusing on the negative. So at least it's not as bad as last year. What is the longest stretch of 100-degree weather we've had in San Antonio on record? Well, it happened last year from July 30th to August 11th when we had 23 100-degree days back to back to back. Take a look at this, too. back in last year from August 24th to September 10th and from July 8th to July 22nd. We also had top 5 record 100-degree stretches. So last year was absolutely brutal. This is the time of year that is typically the hottest in San Antonio. So I know 6 100-degree days, it's a bit of a pain. Today will be 7. But we can do it. We can hang on through this heat. Here's a look at the forecast highs for the day. 101 in San Antonio for the high today. It'll be 100 in New Braunfels, 102 in Uvalde, 103 in Eagle Pass. It's going to be 104 in Del Rio. Remember I said Del Rio starting off the day today? The temperature right now still 86 degrees in Del Rio. 105 in Cotulla, 98 in Beeville, and 99 in Kerrville. So enjoy the temperatures in the 70s and low 80s at the moment. It's 76 in Bulverde. Tarpley, good morning. 76 degrees, 78 in Seguin, 77 in Poteet, 76 in Comfort, and 75 in Kerrville. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Should look very similar to yesterday. One thing I want to point out, though, is that the heat index is already going to be 102 by the lunch hour, even though temperatures will be in the low 90s. Our heat index today will peak around 3 o'clock at 105, 106 degrees. And then in the later afternoon and the evening, the humidity is actually going to come down. So if you wanted to pick a time to go out and walk this evening, I would say anytime after 7 p.m. It's not going to feel too bad outside, especially in the shade. Again, low humidity, or less humidity rather, and temperatures will be falling by about 7 o'clock. All right, let's talk about Hurricane Ernesto. It is a Category 1 hurricane, and it has made landfall in Bermuda overnight as a Category 1 hurricane. Unfortunately, they're expecting a lot of rain, a lot of winds, also looking at some storm surge in Bermuda as well. This is nearly a direct hit to Bermuda. It's pretty not that often that you see a direct hit to an island that small out in the Atlantic. So, of course, they're dealing with Ernesto. Ernesto is going to enter into the North Atlantic and still maintain tropical storm status as it's in the North Atlantic by Wednesday morning. Impressive for a system to last that long into the North Atlantic there. Meanwhile, the biggest thing we're dealing with here in San Antonio and Texas, the heat high. The heat high is currently right over New Mexico. It's this dome of high pressure that's creating some heat, and it'll be moving directly over Texas in the coming days. So we're actually going to see high temperatures rise by even a couple more degrees. So 101 today, but up to 103 in the week ahead. Here's the hope for rain in the future. A low pressure system will be developing in the Gulf of Mexico by about Thursday. Now, it's not expected to become a tropical system or anything like that, but it could swing some tropical moisture our way by Friday and Saturday. That'll bring us extra cloud cover and a small chance for some rain. So what we're not talking about drought denting rainfall from this, but just a little bit of a break in the weather pattern. What do I mean? Well, in the week ahead, it's going to be plainly hot. Temperatures will be anywhere from 100 to 104 in San Antonio. But by the time that little low makes its way, Thursday, Friday, temperatures will drop by a couple of degrees, still hot at 98, but there's a small chance for rain Friday, and then beyond that into next weekend as well. So that's the next thing we're looking at that's going to shift the weather pattern a little bit. At least we're not going to be stuck with this heat high directly over us for the next 2 weeks, Sarah.
We'll take any little bit.
That's all the summer's about. Any little bit of relief from the heat.
Thanks, Sarah. 616, 80 degrees, a home fit for a hero, a Purple Heart recipient has a new home thanks to some local organizations. After the break, sights and sounds as he got his first look. Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 0, 6, 1, Fireball 5, Daily 4, 8207, Fireball 2, Cash 5, 4, 22, 24, 27, 32, Mega Millions 22, 38, 48, 51, 61, Mega Ball 5, Mega Player 3. Goodbye. Local veteran and Purple Heart recipient walking into a new home. He was given a specially designed, fully accessible home in Bulverde, and our Devin Karp was there to catch all the excitement and reactions as this hero was welcomed to his new home.
That That's a shout that's been 2 years in the making as Sergeant Anesi Tufuli, also known as Maverick, finally gets to step inside his new home.
The excitement is through the roof. I'm blown away. This is not what I expected. This is above and beyond from what I thought was what it was. When they came in here, seeing all this, I'm like watching the show. I'm in the show right now.
Sergeant Maverick was overseas in Iraq in 2005 when he lost his left leg. Since then, he's gotten a prosthetic leg and has to use a wheelchair in most of his day-to-day life, making accessibility a bigger issue over time.
Why shouldn't they have everything that they need after what they've done for this country?
2 years ago, he reached out to Jared Allen's Homes for Wounded Warriors and the Home Depot Foundation. The groups were able to build this 2,800 square foot house with everything he and his family needs, complete with wide walkways, low countertops, and a wheelchair accessible shower, all without having to pay a dime for a mortgage.
So it is quite the process, but as you can see, every square inch of this home is going to work for the specific needs of Maverick.
But we're also providing all of the furniture which is inside, and he doesn't know that yet. He won't know until after we hand over the keys.
The surprise was a welcome one for Maverick and his family, to say the least.
I'm going to be roaming around all over the place. It's so spacious, I can roam a chair around, not worry about hitting anything on the corner.
While he hopes other veterans around the country can continue to receive the same help he has.
This is the way of people serving the people that serve, helping them to get back. Not all of us come back 100%, but something like this, it may help them to bring them back to feel like they're home.
Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
622, 80 degrees. Lots of people use AI as an everyday tool, but can you trust these chatbots? It's a big question. What some experts showed about misleading information, that's coming up.
AI's potential is impressive, but what about its accuracy? Consumer Reports put 5 of them to the test.
To find out, we quizzed a handful of popular general-purpose AI chatbots to see if their advice on health and safety topics matched that of our experts.
How many carbon monoxide detectors do you need? CR says 1 on each level, outside each sleeping area, in the basement, and near, not inside, an attached garage.
For the most part, Google Gemini got this answer nearly right, but it erred slightly when it suggested putting a carbon monoxide alarm inside an attached garage. Attached garages are usually not temperature controlled, which can damage the alarm's battery or sensor.
How to filter PFAS from tap water. CR recommends a water filtration system with the National Sanitation Foundation Certification Code NSF ANSI 53, and double-checking that the manufacturer specifically claims that its product removes PFAS.
AI's answer lacked key details. Using Microsoft Copilot's advice, consumers may feel confident buying any activated carbon or reverse osmosis filter to eliminate PFAS in their water. However, not all filters of these kinds are designated for PFAS removal.
Can kids play with water beads? CR says absolutely not. These popular children's toys carry high risks if ingested, like bowel obstruction, blocked airways, and infections, and have led to reports of deaths and thousands of emergency room visits.
The AI's answer was dangerous and inconsistent. Meta AI failed to highlight the significant safety risks of water beads aside from a passing reference to a need for parental supervision.
Use AI as a starting point. Chatbots can be powerful time savers, but always check the source material. Ivan Herrera, KSAT 12 News.
Good morning. It's 6:30. Thank you so much for waking up with us on August 17th.
We're just talking about the joys of being a pet owner.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Sarah, you're dog sitting your brother's dog?
Oh, like every day now. My younger brother moved to San Antonio, lives down the street, so we watch his dog for him, and it's a pug, and it's 8 years old, and
that's exactly what they sound like. But they're sweet. They're
sweet. He just sits on the couch all day, but it's like having like an indoor piglet. That kind of smells like a corn nut permanently.
That is so funny. Well, I hope you are snuggled up with your pet of choice this morning, enjoying GMSA. We are starting off on the warm side, my friends. It's 80 degrees in San Antonio. We've got a wind from the south at about 5 miles per hour. It's humid this morning. A few clouds to start our day. 77 in New Braunfels. It's 78 in Hondo. Still 86 degrees in Del Rio. Wow, it is warm out in Del Rio. Close to 90 to start the day. Not okay. 79 in Creases Springs, 75 in Rock Springs. And today, it's going to be another triple-digit day for us, my friends. We're going to be at 98 by 2, 101 for the high. Temperatures, heat index values are going to feel anywhere from 100 to 105 today during the peak heat of the day. Shouldn't be too bad in the evening. We'll have low humidity and mostly clear skies, still pretty warm. So heat and repeat. We've got triple digits in the forecast daily. I'll be taking a look at Hurricane Ernesto, which is currently over Bermuda at the moment. And then I do want to talk about how we have a slight rain chance by Friday and into next weekend as well. So we'll talk about that. Hopefully it's going to break the triple-digit heat cycle we've been in, but I've got those details coming up in a bit. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. A San Antonio police officer lost his job for failing to pat down a teenager who later shot and killed himself in the Bexar County Jail. So city discipline records released yesterday show Officer Abdul Munoz is under an indefinite suspension. So back in March, body camera video showed multiple officers, including Munoz, failing to pat down 19-year-old Jesus Gonzalez while taking him into custody. After he was taken to Bexar County Jail, Gonzalez pulled out a gun that was concealed in his clothes and killed himself while Bexar County deputies searched him. The sheriff's office hasn't said whether any deputies will be disciplined. New details this morning over in Atascosa County in the death of 12-year-old Miranda Sips. Earlier this week, her mother and stepfather were arrested and charged in connection to her death. 36-year-old Denise Balnetta was released from jail. She posted her $200,000 bond Thursday evening, and her boyfriend, the Atascosa County Sheriff's Department initially said was Sips' stepfather, is still in jail. So both are charged with injury to a child causing serious bodily injury by omission, which means they didn't get the young girl medical attention. That's a first-degree felony. They lived at this home, and we're learning that emergency services were called there multiple times between October 2023 and March of 2024. A preliminary autopsy report and the sheriff's office revealed that Sips had trauma to her neck. The sheriff isn't saying how she was injured. Child Protective Services is investigating that case separately. Now, of course, this is a story we still have a lot of questions about, and we're working to get those answers. So right now on our website, KSAT.com, we have an article that breaks down everything we know so far about this case. And a man has been arrested in connection to the murder of Daniel Shrewsbury, a manager at a Sonic drive-in restaurant and on Babcock Road. San Antonio police say he was shot and killed while he was working. So yesterday, the U.S. Marshal Service arrested Joshua Albert Joseph. Police say he was the one driving the car where the shooter opened fire on Shrewsbury. The shooter is still on the run. San Antonio police say Joseph and two others went to Shrewsbury Sonic on July 7th, tried paying with counterfeit money. Shrewsbury noticed and went to take the picture of the suspect's license plate. That's when police say Joseph threatened Shrewsbury and then the shooter. A woman in the car, she's the one that shot the manager. So during yesterday's arrest while in handcuffs, the suspect had a message about that woman.
If that woman get found, she needs to get what she needs because the family need their closure, and it's not right.
So as we mentioned, San Antonio police are still looking for this woman on your screen there. Her name is Adia Namer Robertson. On your screen, you can see her there. So if you know who she is or where she is, you're asked to call this number, 210-207-4804. It's a scary situation that potentially any one of us could suddenly find ourselves in. We're talking about road rage, and San Antonio has seen a lot of it recently. That's why one professor out at the University of Texas at San Antonio is teaming up with the Community Alliance of Traffic Safety to educate kids on how to drive safely. Right now, the research is in two projects, one on self-driving cars that could minimize speeding and tailgating. The other is a video game-like simulation to teach good habits.
We believe this will improve the driving safety in the future.
So these programs are still in early design stages, but researchers see this as the next step to hopefully change driving habits here in San Antonio. So how are schools keeping our children safe? It's a question that's top of mind as kids get back to class. This year, the Texas Education Agency unveiling a new school safety program to monitor security data from different school districts. So Avery Everett takes a look at what this means for San Antonio and which schools here are already on board.
As the school buses start up and the classrooms fill up, safety is the top conversation happening across San Antonio hallways.
Your kids are our priority with security and safety.
Safety is our #1 priority.
We want to keep our students and staff as safe as possible.
This back-to-school season is bringing a new school safety program to districts across the state. It's called Sentinel, and the Texas Education Agency designed this program.
It's basically a one-stop shop for everything school safety.
So how does this all work? Well, Texas Education Code requires school districts and certain open enrollment charter schools to submit certain information to TEA. Now, this is to help monitor safety requirements across the state. Sentinel is now the program that those schools can use to submit and store their data.
This is how schools will report their compliance information to TEA.
Before Sentinel, school districts like Northeast ISD were using digital spreadsheets to stay on top of what safety checks still needed to be completed.
That's a lot of tracking of things using Google Sheets.
That's why this district says a program like Sentinel is long overdue to streamline security requirements.
That gives us the checks and balances that we didn't have before.
1 month in, most districts say they're still in the early stages of understanding how exactly to use this program.
We're honestly still just learning about it.
That is definitely a priority of this district.
It'll be a gradual thing, but all schools will be immediately involved.
A statewide push for school security and student safety as campuses kickstart another year. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Avery. At 6:38, 80 degrees, learning the tricks of the trade behind the wheel of the bus. Coming up, RJ Marquez gets a ride along with one of the best bus drivers from Northeast ISD. Thank you to all of our bus drivers for keeping our children safe on the roads. I know that is a tough job. Oh, another tough job. Sarah Spivey tracking all the triple digits for us. Hey, we just have to get through August, maybe a little bit September. We can do it. She'll have our weekend forecast for us when we come back. So if you caught GMSA earlier this week, the crew was live Monday morning for Northeast ISD's first day of school, and RJ Marquez introduced us to one of the district's top bus drivers, Mr. Phil Purvis.
He's the reigning Texas school bus rodeo champion, and he put RJ to the test to let him drive a school bus. Check it out.
So are you ready for your first day of school?
Ready.
It's not every day that you get to ride with the best school bus driver in the state, but I got behind the wheel with any ISD bus driver, Phil Purvis.
Let's get that seatbelt on. Put your foot on the brake and give me a full turn to the left before you roll.
Full turn to the left.
Hand over hand. Keep going.
And Phil showed me what it takes to be the best.
Oh my Lord. Now put it in drive, if you will. Turn full lock the other direction to the right. Turn left. You're going to do a U-turn. Spin that wheel like you need it.
We started with straight line driving and turning in between cones. I gotta tell you, this bus felt like a spaceship.
Keep in mind, any adjustments you make are baby adjustments.
Shocked that I made it through. Now it's time to reverse in an alleyway and not run into any cones. This was not an easy thing to do.
On a full lock turn to the left. See that first cone outside ice? Right there. Almost there. Keep going. And don't stop. Okay, you went past the big wheel.
First time for everything. No deductions. I have not taken a driving test since I was 16 years old. Oof, that was a tough one. Oh wait, we're not done?
Stop right there. Stop. See your back tire?
Time for the dreaded parallel parking test.
Now 2 foot turns. 1, 2. You got straight tires. I like what you were doing there. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Perfect.
Perfect? Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I survived the course and avoided all cones, all thanks to Phil's coaching.
More difficult than what I expected, but yeah, no, great teaching here. Phil, Northeast ISD, this is the man right here. Thank you, sir.
You mess around.
No, he does not. I do have a question for you, though, and I'm going to put our friendship on the line here.
Every day.
Okay. Who would you trust more to drive you in a school bus? Me or RJ?
I'm gonna say RJ because you just said, literally, you were like,
you don't know what I said?
You just said, I can't even parallel park without my backup camera. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit of a red flag. Because we didn't have backup cameras when we first started driving, Sarah.
I know, we really didn't.
So I'm gonna, because you gave me that evidence, I'm gonna say RJ.
Okay.
He's also our traffic authority. I mean,
I guess he is more qualified, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Hurricane Ernesto.
You did that to yourself.
I know I did. Hurricane Ernesto is currently over Bermuda at the moment as a Category 1 hurricane. It is made a direct impact to Bermuda, and unfortunately they're dealing with areas of rainfall, heavy rains, lots of gusty winds, and also some storm surge. Now, interestingly, Ernesto is going to continue to move out into the Atlantic Ocean, even making it into the North Atlantic by Wednesday morning, still as a tropical storm. And it's impressive because you take a look at the water temperatures. Hurricanes need warm waters to survive, and water temperatures up here are definitely on the cooler side. Next to St. John's Island, 57 degrees. Out in the North Atlantic, 61. Just to give you a little bit of reference, the water is very warm near Bermuda right now at 84. So Ernesto is a machine, and it's going to continue to move up to the north and to the east. As for the United States, the impacts to the U.S. really along the coast here, the East Coast, we're going to see high surf and some rip currents pretty much all along the East Coast and all the way from New England down to parts of Georgia and the Carolinas. Meanwhile, elsewhere across the nation, we've got excessive heat warnings for parts of North Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. It's all because of this heat high, this dome of high pressure, which is going to actually move directly over Texas in the coming days. So even though it's going to be hot today, it's going to be even hotter in the next couple of days with temperatures up a couple of degrees or so. Now, take a look at highs in San Antonio. Today we're going to be at 101. Our average high this time of year is 97. So we're warmer than average by about 4 to 5 degrees. By Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, our highs will be anywhere from 102 to 103 degrees. So definitely kind of our hottest stretch in a while here. Today we'll make our 7th 100-degree day in a row. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could potentially have 12 100-degree days in a row through next week. You'll notice by Friday, though, that we do see temperatures fall below that triple-digit threshold. And that's because we're going to have a low-pressure system. It looks like we're going to move into deep South Texas Friday and Saturday. Now, while that's not going to bring us a ton of rain, it is going to bring a chance for some rainfall Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this upcoming weekend. And it'll at least bring some cloud cover. And so that means that temperatures could be below 100 degrees for the first time in 12 days by Friday. So looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, warm out there right now in the 80s. It's going to be 86 at 10. Already by noon, it'll be 92, feeling like 102 degrees. So please take care of yourself, especially between the hours of noon to 3, 4 o'clock when it'll feel like 105 to 106. Then in the evening hours, we're actually going to have less humidity. And so it shouldn't feel too bad in the evening if you want to go for your Saturday evening plans outdoors. Not too bad, especially in the shade before sunset. And we'll be looking at, again, a very hot week, but this is typically our hottest time of the year, nothing we're not used to here in San Antonio, and a hope for a change in a weather pattern by Friday. Sarah.
Okay. Yeah, my husband's been waiting till like maybe 8 o'clock at night to go on that bike ride.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if you're going 8 miles, you better go fast because
you're kind of chasing the sunset, too, at that point. It's like that's when it feels the most comfortable outside, but you only have maybe an hour and a half of sunlight.
Us San Antonians, we're all about timing.
Yeah.
We know. Like, oh, this is our window. Thanks, Sarah. It's 6:48 and 80 degrees. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, away from the heat, the movies, always a fun option. After the break, look at what's new in theaters.
I'm your resident film enthusiast, John Marr. Let's break down the new flicks in theaters this weekend.
Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
This is gonna be fun. Alien Romulus is a romance movie about a group of aliens looking for love in all the wrong places. When a group of possible love interests join them for a new reality show where... Oh no, this is different. This is different. We're gonna need an intimacy coordinator over here. Somebody? Ooh. I feel your pain. I had a similar experience after I added too much hot sauce to a taco. Okay, so the actual Alien Romulus is set between the events of Alien 1979 and Aliens 1986. The story concerns a group of young space colonists who, while scavenging a derelict space station, come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. These little guys remind me of the facepalm emoji. How many people get a French kiss in this trailer? Jeez, let's count. You know, maybe these aliens are just trying to help a bunch of mouth breathers get better airflow. My wife just nudges me when I'm snoring, but these guys are working for an active solution. Basically, how do you stop the aliens from taking over? Just close your mouth. This is the 7th installment in the Alien franchise and serves as a standalone interquel. Now that's not a prequel or a sequel, it's an interquel. This film was produced by Ridley Scott, who directed the original Alien film in 1979. The big question is, will Sigourney Weaver return as the resilient heroine, Ripley? The original film was the debut of the terrifying xenomorph, which remains one of the greatest movie monsters of all time. Alien Romulus is rated R.
I don't think it's about the skin you start out with. I think it's about what are you willing to do to get to where you want to be.
Next, Skincare is an American crime thriller directed by Austin Peters and stars Elizabeth Banks.
Any idea who might have access to pictures of your face?
I'm a public figure.
She's in magazines, dude. It's like...
It's about a famed esthetician that's about to take her career to the next level by launching her very own skincare line. However, she soon faces a new challenge when a rival boutique opens across the street. Suspecting that someone is trying to sabotage her, she embarks on a quest to unravel the mystery of who's trying to destroy her life. Skincare is rated R.
Oh. That was the last day I remember being a child.
Next, we have something a little more serious. Written and directed by Chiwetel Ejiofor, Rob Peace is based on the Jeff Hobbs best-selling and critically acclaimed work of nonfiction. It's about a brilliant young man who risks everything he's worked for to free his imprisoned father. This film has a great cast and gives those Oscar nomination vibes. Rob Peace is rated R. That's it for this weekend's new flicks. I'm John Marr. Have a fun weekend at the movies.